When culture isn't enough, navigating the complexities of employee retention abstract. This article examines why organizations with strong workplace cultures still struggle with employee retention. Drawing on 20-plus years of consulting experience across industries. The article argues that while culture provides an essential foundation for employee engagement, it alone cannot guarantee retention. The article presents a multifaceted framework that considers individual factors, personal priorities, career needs, team dynamics, manager relationships, immediate work environment, institutional elements, and external market opportunities, all of which interact to influence retention decisions. Through a case study of a tech firm with excellent culture but significant talent loss, the author demonstrates how targeted strategies addressing career growth, management quality, and work-life balance can significantly reduce attrition beyond cultural initiatives. The piece concludes that leaders must develop nuanced, multipronged approaches to retention that recognize the complex interplay of factors beyond culture metrics to effectively engage and retain valuable talent. As a leadership consultant and scholar, I've spent over 15 years studying organizational culture and its impact on employee engagement, performance, and retention. Through my research and hands-on work with clients across numerous industries, I've observed firsthand that having a great culture is often not enough on its own to prevent talented individuals from seeking opportunities elsewhere. While culture certainly influences whether employees are satisfied and want to stay, the reality is far more complex, shaped by a dynamic interplay of individual, team, and institutional factors. Today we will unpack some of that complexity by exploring why even employees in ostensibly great cultures sometimes choose to leave, and what leaders can do to gain a more nuanced understanding of retention challenges. Beyond culture, the multifaceted nature of retention. Organizational researchers have long emphasized the pivotal role that culture plays in fostering high employee engagement and commitment to the organization. Schneider et al. 2013. A positive, supportive culture has been consistently linked to lower turnover intentions across multiple studies. Gallagher and Einbinder. 2017. However, focusing solely on culture as the determinant of retention overlooks many other dynamics that influence an employee's decision to stay or go. First, retention is personal. Individuals have unique priorities, career needs, family situations, and life stages that shape whether a role and workplace remain fulfilling over time. Maslow. 1943. Herzberg et al. 1959. While culture sets the foundation, retaining top talent means appreciating each person's distinct profile and proactively managing their whole experience. Additionally, team and manager factors are paramount. Research shows the immediate work environment and relationship with one's direct leader are at least as important as broader cultural attributes in engendering satisfaction and loyalty. Gallup. 2017. Toxic dynamics, lack of support, or an abrasive management style can undermine even the best of cultures. Lastly, market opportunities matter. When the job market is strong and alternatives abound, retention is naturally more challenging regardless of internal conditions. Fourier et al. 2015. External pulls like new career horizons, more compelling roles, or geographical preferences may lure away high performers over which cultural attributes alone have limited sway. In short, viewing retention through an overly simplistic, culture lens misses the true complexity. Individual, team, manager, institutional, and external elements all interact in determining whether employees stay or go. A great culture sets the stage but provides no guarantees. Leaders need a nuanced, multidimensional perspective to effectively tackle challenging retention scenarios. Case study: retaining top talent at a fast-growing tech firm to illustrate these dynamics. Consider XYZ Tech, a 300-person software company I've worked closely with over the past 5 years. By all accounts, XYZ had established an enviable culture from the outset, dynamic, purpose-driven, and extremely employee-centered. Perks and benefits were top-notch, work-life balance a priority, and managers strove to create an innovative, flexible environment. Not surprisingly, engagement scores soared and employee NPS placed XYZ among the nation's best large companies to work for. However, a concerning pattern emerged. Despite its undeniable cultural strengths, XYZ was regularly losing 10 to 15% of its top-performing individual contributors and aspiring managers each year to competitors. These weren't problematic employees or poor cultural fits, they were exactly the types of talent the company aimed to retain. Puzzled, XYZ's leadership team enlisted me to better understand the root causes and develop a targeted solution. Through in-depth interviews and staged exit surveys, a more nuanced picture emerged than what the highly positive culture scores suggested. While culture was undeniably a baseline strength, individual and team manager factors were often hindering retention among top performers. Specifically, career growth. Many high-potential employees outgrew their individual roles faster than new opportunities became available internally. New challenges, responsibilities and career trajectories elsewhere were compelling draws. Manager quality. Within XYZ's matrix structure, inconsistent managers sometimes failed to nurture their teams. Certain groups lacked strong development plans, feedback or sponsorship opportunities their top people craved. Work-life balance. Despite corporate efforts, some functions like engineering inevitably experienced ebbs and flows requiring extra hours. This occasionally disrupted home, personal lives among employees at certain career life stages. External opportunities. With the tech market booming, new grad recruits were landing dream jobs at rivals before fully soaking in XYZ's culture. Competitive offers for high-demand skills also lured some experienced hires away. In other words, XYZ's core cultural strengths only went so far when not adequately supplemented by targeted strategies addressing diverse individual needs and external labor market dynamics. A retention gap existed that high-level cultural metrics alone failed to signify. Armed with these findings, XYZ took a multipronged action plan, expanding their talent marketplace internally, formalizing manager development, instituting more fluid job rotations, and offering retention bonuses. The result? Voluntary attrition rates among top performers dropped by over 30% in just 18 months. The lesson? Even the best cultures require tailored efforts to retain unique individuals over the long run. Specific strategies for retention success based on research and experience. Here are several strategies I've found effective for retaining top employees within great cultures. Individual development planning. Make career growth an ongoing conversation, not just an annual review topic. Conduct biannual sessions between employees and managers to craft personalized 2 to 3 year trajectories with new stretch challenges. Formal, informal learning goals and staged responsibilities. Ensure transparency around opportunities and candid discussions about support needed. Internal mobility and flexibility. Foster an internal talent marketplace where employees can regularly explore new opportunities within the company. Rotate roles every 2 to 3 years and allow flexible work arrangements adapting to life changes. This nurtures ongoing fulfillment, skill development, and relationship building across teams. Succession management. Rigorously identify high-potential employees and outline their next 2 positions within the organization. Provide developmental stretch assignments, mentorship from senior leaders, and robust sponsorship. Communicating transparent succession plans and pathways combats attrition by future-proofing engagement. Connecting individual impact to purpose. Clearly illustrate how each employee, no matter their role, directly contributes to the organization's higher mission and impact. Motivate continued progress through stories and metrics demonstrating real-world influence. Aligning day-to-day work to a greater purpose strengthens commitment. Competitive compensation and benefits. Conduct regular market analyses ensuring compensation, bonus structures and benefits remain appropriately competitive for in-demand skills. Provide opportunities for stock, profit sharing and retention bonuses for high achievers rather than hoping culture alone keeps them. Compensation fulfills basic needs, allowing culture to enhance commitment. Continuous culture evolution. Review cultural traits, programs and workplace factors annually using robust metrics and employee feedback to identify enhancement areas. Continuously strengthen and diversify opportunities based on a changing workforce while protecting core strengths. An adaptable, employee-driven culture thrives over the long term. Conclusion: culture as foundation, not panacea. While culture lays an indispensable foundation, retaining great employees over the long run demands recognizing its limitations and the complex realities shaping individual journeys. Leaders must get comfortable navigating myriad retention dynamics beyond high-level cultural metrics. They need a nuanced understanding of unique career needs, external opportunities, life stages, management quality, and more. With tailored solutions addressing these dimensions, from individual development to internal mobility to succession planning, organizations can bolster even the strongest cultures and maximize their talent retention success. By recognizing the true multidimensional nature of this challenge, leaders gain a powerful advantage in engaging, motivating, and retaining their most valuable assets for the long haul.